Here's how to install TSK Manager on Comma 3X and Comma 4. My Comma 4 is sitting on this nice little mount, 3D printed. I'll put a link in the description for the STL file. Now, if you already have Comma 3X or 3 or 4, the first thing you need to do is uninstall whatever you got and then install the normal OpenPilot completely, because that gives you the latest OS updates that you need. If you try to jump from whatever you have right now, maybe SunnyPilot, maybe FrogPilot, maybe some old version of OpenPilot, there's a high probability that the install for TSK Manager will fail. So on Comma 3X, go to, I have SunnyPilot here, go to software and uninstall. I'm gonna do the same thing here and open on Comma 4, go to software and uninstall. Now, after uninstalling, we're going to install OpenPilot, as I said. You want to be not too far away from your router, or if you have a really bad internet connection, you may want to find a better internet connection, because I think there's a 30-second timeout built in, where if the network is just completely crappy for 30 seconds straight, installer thinks that it made an error and restarts. So yeah, don't be too far away. Here's system reset, confirm. Factory reset, I need to confirm here, and there you go. Confirm, come on. And I'm showing everything in real time because sometimes people don't understand how long to wait for things. So if you don't want to see things in real time, just use the skip button to fast forward. But here I'm going to show everything without any time skip to show exactly how long to wait for these things. Okay, the low voltage warning, continue. By the way, these are just like whatever USB cables that I have here. It doesn't matter what it is, just use whatever you got for your phone charger. Okay, here I'm gonna slide to install OpenPilot. It says connect to the internet, Wi-Fi, open. Here's the password part, I'm not gonna show you. Oh, here I need to choose the software first, OpenPilot, Kelvin. By the way, when you watch this, the screens and the layout of things may not look exactly the same, because Comma and OpenPilot are both pretty fast-moving projects, so things change all the time. But the gist of it, the fact that you need to go to software, uninstall, connect to the Wi-Fi, and then just go through the whatever steps they are to install the normal OpenPilot remains the same. Now, I happen to have a pretty decent internet connection, so there wasn't a stalling. And also, I don't think I'm gonna be hit with a OS update. Let's see how it goes. Nope, no OS update here. Agree train, you can, come on. Do all the training. I mean, I'm skipping because I've done it hundreds of times right now. Finish training. If it's if you're uninstalling, you already have done the training, so what this, you know what this is. If you just pulled it out of the box, you're not gonna need to worry about this quite yet. Come on. This is, I can't even talk, Jesus. Okay, this is OpenPilot on Comma 4, making sure that we have a driver monitoring intact, which doesn't make sense here because I'm at my desk, not in my car. Cool, now we have OpenPilot installed. Sometimes you're hit with an OS update, and an OS update downloads a ton of data. It downloads, I don't know, like a gig or two. And again, if your internet stalls during that install, it goes back into the reboot loop. So just be on a decent internet when you do this. Now that we have the normal OpenPilot installed, we're gonna uninstall again. Like that, and then go to system reset, confirm. And this waiting is why I wanted to show you everything in real time. Like, this kind of waiting is normal. Factory reset, confirm yet again. How many times do I have to confirm? 3X has finished installing. So here, and Comma 4 has also finished installing. Now on both devices, we're gonna do a custom software. Scroll to continue, connect to the Wi-Fi again. Okay, here, now we're gonna continue. The custom URL you're gonna install is OP as in OpenPilot, TSK as in Toyota Security Key, UG as in user group. OP TSK UG slash TSKM for TSK Manager. I'm gonna press next later once I'm done with the 4. Typing is a lot harder here. Alright, so this is gonna download, and once it's downloading and installing, it's gonna download one more time in a section called prefetching. Installing takes a while. Again, I'm showing you this in real time to show you what it takes on a decent internet. If you have slower internet or spotty internet, it's gonna take a whole lot longer. If you need to OS upgrade, downgrade, it's gonna take even longer. So be patient. If it gets stuck for a while and it just reboots back into the installer, that means your internet just needs to be better for this step to work. Okay, after finishing installing, you see the prefetching here. So the prefetching does is, after you finish extracting the Toyota Security Key from your car, I wanted to make it easy for the new users to just install either Nightly Dev or SunnyPilot in the car without having to come back to the house with the Wi-Fi. Okay, here's the prefetching on the small screen too. It's exactly the same thing. If this fails, so this has a built-in, like a 10 times retry built-in. But in some regions, I heard in China, GitHub just does not work sometimes, which means even after 10 times, it's not gonna work. But that's okay. Even if it fails 10 times, it's just going to give up and continue with the key extraction portion. And key extraction portion is going to work exactly the same, regardless of prefetching succeeded or not. If if it failed to prefetch, that means you need to go back into the installer. I'll show you that in a second. Rather than being able to just install Sonic Piloter Nightly Dev right from the extractor, but you're not missing out on much. Again, just letting it run in real time to show you how long it takes. And again, this is on a pretty good internet, which means if you have a spotty internet, you're gonna have to wait a while. Wow, C4 is really struggling. Can you focus? No? No. Yeah, C4 is still sitting at like 30 something, 50%. That's okay. The whole point of this slowness showing on the video is to again show you how long it actually takes. So take it easy. It'll work. Come on, I gotta accept the terms again. Training again. Ah. Finally. No, I don't want the driver side monitoring. Cool. So here, now we installed TSK Manager. It's the exact same OpenPilot with some extra software in it. On the C3X, you can just readily see because the screen is big. Come on, focused. Can't focus, fine. You'll see a web URL. Right now it says http 129.168.4193:11111. This is the web interface URL for TSK Manager. On C4, there's a little icon here for alert. If you tap that, or do you tap it? Yeah. Then you also see a different URL because each device has different IPs and you need to use the right IP for the device to connect. Now this, orange icon, this is sort of new to me. The interface may be different, but the idea is that you're going to see an alert somewhere that shows you the current IP of the device. If your car is far away from home, so like let's say you parked on the street or something and you don't have Wi-Fi access, you can do this on your phone hotspot too. So on my phone, I'm gonna enter the address on the (3x) first, http :// 192.168.4.193:11111. You're gonna see something like this, and now it's easy to mistype this. Like if I do like some wrong address, it's just gonna hang like that. So make sure you put it in right. So this is TSK Manager. Key is not installed, and there are 2 or 3 sections. At the top here, for 2021, 22, 23 RAV4 Prime and CNS, there's a known extractor that just works. For 2021 plus other cars, there is a new method that came out. Actually, this method came out some time ago, but we just haven't made a GUI for it, so now we have a GUI. So extractor uses the memory address to fetch the key that is in the memory. The 2021, the other method is to collect the CAN bus messages and then dump the data flash. Data flash is more like storage than a memory. And then just try out every address in a sliding window against the CAN messages to see if anyone matches. All these buttons that are disabled right now will become enabled once you collected the CAN messages or data flash. Below that, we have the reboot. Here, you can install comma nightly dev from here. Of course, if you install now, we don't have the key yet, so comma can't drive your car. These two buttons, the nightly dev and then the Sunny Pilot staging, these will work only if the prefetching succeeded. Now, if it didn't, you can just install a new fork, which takes you back into the installer. Now here, I'm going to do a reboot to try again to show you that once I press this, comma dies. So this website, internal web page, I guess, TSK Manager, was definitely running from this device, which is now turned off. If I refresh now, on the top here, it says server offline, and it's gonna spin until comma comes back online and starts the web manager one more time. Let's see. So again, running everything in real time just to show you how long it takes. Error, that's fine. We're just gonna refresh until it comes back. So now comma is online, but even after that, the web page still isn't up yet. It takes, I don't know, another 10 seconds for comma to connect to the Wi-Fi and then start the web process. There you go. Now we're back here. Here we can, before going to the car, you can press the TSK extractor, which will say, which will first kill the manager on comma 3x. That's expected. It's gonna say car not detected, obviously, right? Because we haven't actually connected it to the car yet. You can run it again. It's gonna do the same thing. It's fine. You can run it as many times as you want. It's not gonna do anything. The collect CAN messages do the same thing. It says, it actually tries until 60 seconds, so I guess we gotta wait for this to finish. But the same way, comma manager UI dies and this runs for 60 seconds. And also dump data flash. Okay, when the time comes, when we install this into the car and run it, pressing this data flash dump button just makes the car go crazy. It's gonna beep and throw out 10 different errors, and that's gonna be fine. So dump failed as expected. And now comma 3x is ready to be taken into the car. Now let's do the same thing on comma 4. Okay, comma 4 address is a little different. It is 192.168.4.227. There you go. Up here, 227 is IP for the comma 4x's web process. Again, we can do like the data flash dump, and it's gonna kill the manager. As you just saw the screen blink out, right? And it can't enter the programming session because we're not in the car. And with that, comma 4 is now also ready to be taken into the car. And I'll see you in the next video.